Hello everyone, this is my Python pose transfer tool for Maya. So this is a tool that transfers the pose from one character's rig to other characters. You can even transfer the pose to a whole army of characters. So here is a little demonstration of how it works. So first I will start off by posing this character here so we can transfer the pose from this one to the other character we have here. Move him facing forward a little bit, then I'll move some more joints. So the way it works is once I pose the character, I have to select the joints that were moved in the scene. So I select these joints and then I'm going to click on the main joint for the other rig here. Then I'll click the transfer selected button here. As you can see, it retargeted the pose to this character. Vice versa, I can change the pose for this character and have it transfer the pose to the other character again. So again, I'm going to select the joints that I moved, select the main joint here, and transfer selected. So how does it work? So I created this script called posttransfer.py. It uses Python 2.7 and uses the CMDS library that is included with Maya. So we first start off by calling the showUI function here. The showUI function essentially builds the UI that we have. So this UI here has a label, a button, and sets up the scale. Once the button is clicked, it goes to the transfer selected function. This transfer selected function I wrote is the main function that transfers the pose from the first selected rig to the rest of the selection. So it also uses many of the other functions that I've written to do this task. So within this function, we have the get selected namespace right here. The get selected namespaces function I wrote, so it gets the namespace from the whole name. For example, here it is Mixama rig and Mixama rig 1. It uses the dot split and the colon function to get that out and put it into the namespace list. It then returns that and it stores it into the namespaces variable right here. Here we have a few conditional statements that essentially just make sure that the user selects more than one rig. Over here we have the getPoseDict function that I wrote. The getPoseDict function I wrote, what this does is it gets the pose dictionary without namespaces and returns the dictionary of controls with attributes and their values. So within this function, I also added another small helper function here that is called getAttr from nodes, which is right here. And this essentially just gets the attribute names from the node and returns a list with the simplified attribute names for it to be used here. And then once all is said and done, we return the pose dictionary. The pose dictionary is then used in the transfer selected function to essentially get the rotation, transformation data, all that, and apply it to the other rigs. For example, here we have the for target in target namespaces for loop. So this iterates for the amount of selections essentially that the user selected. So in here I have my apply pose function. So the apply pose function is called and then it takes in the input of the pose dictionary and then the namespace for each that is selected. And what this does is that it takes the original character's attributes and then transfers it to whichever namespace that is selected at that given time. So yeah, this is my Python post transfer tool for Maya. Thank you for watching.